Hello and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. When we last left off, we were cleaning a house. A potentially owned by bank robbers. So let's get back to it. It's actually a really adorable little house. Actually really like it. Let's switch to that. We can get as much of that as possible. There we go. Cool. Also cool. Uh, yeah, I want to get as much done. Yeah, I know I keep saying it, but I like getting as much done in a single pass as I can. Um, Move that out of the way. That one. And stay in here. There we go. Brilliant. Alright. See if we can't clear this wall really quickly. That's the window. Looks like that's gonna need wish you could run with this stuff. Move very slowly. Eh, yeah, I guess. There we go. Okay, that's better. And of course, we're gonna have to get one of the extensions. I'm inclined to say the bigger one. Um, the really, really big one, I think. You might say I bear a slight resemblance to Flosie McGee, but she was much younger than I am now, and such a happy soul. Adam, you are not making the case you think you are. But I'm not telling anybody. Who would I tell? I'm just a decidedly uncomfortably tall power washer. There's the window. There's the side. There's the frame. And okay, as per standard, there's that one. Not that. Put that right there. There we go. The stubby. Because sometimes you just need to be out of luck. Oh, I did not notice that. Okay. Moving on. Get that while we're down here. Getting to the side. Get as many done. Get as many things racked up as possible. Oh. I wonder if there is anywhere to find any more lore on the game. I would love to know more about the individual characters. Like, what's the deal with what's the deal with the mayor? And why does, other than, ease of modeling, why is the game so empty? Why does there seem to be no one? Why does the park manager, whoever the guy is, Does he talk like that? Why does the mayor talk like that? What's with some of the stuff that you're cleaning? Because, don't get me wrong, it's interesting stuff, but, some of it's really weird. Why is there the boot house? What's the deal with that? What's the deal with the mayor's cat? I want to know more about that movie from the last video. What's the deal there? So on and so forth ad infinitum. Questions can be asked. There we go. Clean the chimney. But honestly, the thing I want to know most is what's the deal with the cat? I may actually go digging some of that info up. Having played through the game minus the newest DLC, I'm not like I'd be spoiling anything. At least not for myself. There we go. I like how good this one is. The distance on it's really solid. Cool. Let's do these really quickly. There's no reason not to come back and clean those up. Okay. Okay. And now we can start cleaning up the rest of the stuff. Like we can start up here. Move back to that. Oh. Just start cleaning the roof. Actually, with the way things are going, it is wholly possible that I might get this all done in this video, but I do not want to say absolutely certainly that that's going to happen. I'll hope to get this done, the rest of this done in this video. Okay. There we go. And you know, it just dawned on me that I said that I was going to put up a list of games, and I never did that. I still intend to. I think the issue kind of became that I didn't know where to put it. I, I still really don't know where to put it. I think that was issue number one. Not really having anywhere to put this stuff. Hansel looks nothing like Rocky McGee. Hansel has a huge beard, long unruly hair, and defeated eyes. I don't know, maybe Hansel's a good actor. But really, Rocky was young, clean-shaven, handsome, with such spirit. Again, this is not the argument you think you're making. And who knows, maybe time defeated his spirit. Or, you know, the inability to continue doing something that he loved, even if what he loved was criminal activity. But again, I can't say I really care. I'm just some dude cleaning the house. So in the grand scheme of things, I didn't see anything, I don't know anything. So long as children aren't coming to harm, and animals aren't coming to harm, I can't say I care. You know? The world's rough, and sometimes you gotta get by in ways that society would deem unacceptable. I'm okay with that. You know, because capitalism is harsh and cruel, and you gotta pay your bills somehow. Are you hurting animals? No. Are you hurting children? No. Are you taking advantage of those on the low end of the socioeconomic ladder? No. Nah, I can't say I care. Is that a terrible attitude to have? I don't know, maybe, but yeah, capitalism is rough, and sometimes you gotta get through in less than savory ways. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend otherwise. And I got, like, weirdly deeply philosophical and political? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just some dude. In the real world, I'm just some dude trying not to go out of my mind because the world's on fire. And in the game, I'm just some dude trying not to go out of my mind because, well, I mean, the world's kind of on fire in here too. So, you know, you do you. Don't take advantage of the disadvantaged. Don't, don't make people whose lives are already hard any harder. And can't say I'm bothered otherwise. There we go. Ooh. Cool. Okay. Nice. I could theoretically probably drop down here. Take care of this. Probably a lot safer to not do it this way, but also you can't fall to your death in this game, so I'm just gonna keep doing this way because it's working. Uh, yeah, it's more of the chimney. More bubblegum. All of that. Uh, and of course, the chimney, for safety reasons, does not go anywhere in the game. Otherwise, you might actually fall through the roof. Um, let's see. There we go. more of it. Let's try a short extension. There we go. Now we go back to study. Okay. Another chimney. So, I've been thinking about plans as far as the channel goes. I know I've said before that I'm mostly doing this for my personal enjoyment, and that is in fact true. And I also said that I probably would not be moving beyond 3 days a week because of time commitment issues. I don't want to overcommit myself and then find myself in a situation where I have to walk a lot of that back. I can generally successfully get 3 videos out. No problem. Sometimes, things sneak up on me and I can't. But for the most part, I generally can. And I don't suddenly want that to change. Oh. No, that's fine. Probably a good idea to go get a ladder anyway. No. Let's try that instead. I don't want to, like I said, overcommit myself. I don't want to say that I'm totally capable of doing X, Y, Z, and then the opposite becomes true. Not just because, like I don't want to not be able to keep my word. I like to be a person of my word. But because it's always a bummer to have to, Rocky would never run away from the law and hide out in a dank cottage for years claiming to be a baker unless he was completely desperate. See, no, okay. I like to be a person of my word, and there's nothing worse than having to walk that promise. And more to it, there's nothing worse than, getting yourself excited for stuff and then not being able to go through with it. There we go. I like being able to record. I like being able to do this. I also know that things can get hectic. Life can go in weird directions, and last thing anybody wants is, oh, well, I know I said this, but looks like it's gonna be that, and, it's like when I was, canceling videos, I didn't enjoy that. There's nothing about that I enjoyed. It just kind of is what it is. Um, and it's actually kind of frustrating in a lot of ways because, like, let's move back to Stubby over here. Yeah. But yeah, no, I hated being in this situation where, like, oh, hey, remember that thing I promised? Turns out it's not going to be the case because, you know, XYZ. Because is it, like, that's irritating. It's irritating to get yourself excited for something and then have to, you know, go back and go, oh, well, no, that's not happening. One can only deal with so much disappointment. One only wants to deal with so much disappointment, and the less disappointment I have to deal with, the better. Fine. What I want. And, you know, it's equally disappointing to me to have to cancel, to not do a video, or in the case of, Dragon Quest, stop doing the series because, you know, like, I'd committed to doing that, and I was enjoying the game, and then it just started feeling like a chore more than anything. And, you know, like I said, it bummed me out. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to, you know, doing that series. I'm going to switch. No, I'll stick to that, but we are going to switch to the metal cleaner. There we go. But yeah, no, I didn't want to stop doing that series. I was enjoying it to begin with. It's just like I think part of the issue became it just kind of kept going. And I didn't want to do hour-long videos because, like, hour-long videos are a lot of work, and, you know, I tried to keep out combat, which meant that I had to do a lot of grinding off screen, and it started feeling more like homework than something that was fun. Which, incidentally enough, not having that issue here, and that's mostly because these are videos that are, like, I knew they were going to be long videos. I knew going in order to successfully do this in a reasonable amount of time. And that's also another thing, like, it was taking so long to do that series. And I said I'd like to go back to it someday, and I do. I don't know when that'll be. It's just, you know, it's hard to tell. Um, but yeah, no, I still think about it. I still think about going back and doing more. And despite everything, I'm still pretty proud of the stuff that I learned from doing it. It's just, again, it was taking way longer than I wanted it to, and it just got to a point where it was less fun, more chore. And given the way my brain works, there was like little reward in it. So you kind of stop wanting to do stuff like that. And I'm thinking about whether or not it's reasonable to, try and do another long form series. And I don't think it is, honestly. I think that's just going to end the same way. And I think it's probably best to simply accept that no, that's not a thing that's going to happen with the channel. Despite what I may want, it's also important to kind of know myself and know that no, that's just not a thing that's happening anytime soon. And it's just not a wise idea to try and take on another really big series like that. Ooh, you know what? Looking at it, I may, this may actually end up being a shorter video. I might just step into the, the firehouse and take that start on that. But I have been going far less long, not nearly as long as I thought I was going. I do try and keep an eye on the time so I can stay somewhat consistent with how long these videos are. I try to stay around the 55-minute mark. Doesn't always work, but, I do try. Like, there are inevitably going to be hour-plus long videos. And it's mostly because, okay, this one's dragging on, and I don't see there being enough of this area to cover a full video. Cool. There's... There we go. Alright, what am I missing? Roof. Gonna be something silly, isn't it? Oh. Well, I mean, said it was gonna be something silly. Ladder. Um, put that there, put that there. It's just easier to use the scaffolding on this one. Oh. Looks like it's more than that. There we go. That. What am I missing? Oh. Uh, uh, timber frames. I've got a timber frame missing. I've got cable roof frames, solid door handles, front cable roof frames. Oh, no, it's a really good thing. Timber frames. Timber frame. Oh. I can see this though, so I'll grab this first. Yep. Uh, uh, no. Other door frames. And then the front gable roof frame. Okay. Being able to run with this stuff would be really nice. Okay. Hey, don't you suppose, poor little Trixie, do you? She's all mucked up. If Trixie is small enough, I might actually just do that. Oh yeah, I will clean the SUV, and then we'll get on the fire station. Okay. Mostly because, despite the fact that it's actually pretty detailed, it's actually fairly quick to clean. Okay. It was very soccer mall. Shield. You know, I have questions regarding the height of this individual. It's mostly exactly how tall are you supposed to be? Because I find it interesting and slightly unreasonable that you seem to be as tall as you are. Yeah. Alright. That still didn't take nearly as much time as I thought it would. So maybe we will still get into fire station and start looking around. Yeah, we'll take a few minutes and we'll start here. Let's try and get this door clean. The door and the frame. Trying not to do too much, but I'm also trying to make sure that the videos are concretely fairly reasonably length and fairly similar in length. And I'm at current running at I just hit the 50-minute mark. There's a window. There's that. There's that. Let's see if Go. There we go. Get this one wall. Uh, Actually, I know it's not the 55 minutes, but that's actually what we're gonna call it for today. So I have been dorking up. This has been PowerWash Simulator, and when we come back, we are going to continue scrub-a-dub-dubbing the firehouse. And if you enjoyed this video, or any of the videos in the series, or any of the videos I've done up to date, please consider leaving this video a like, consider leaving subscribe to the channel, and consider hitting the notification bell because it lets you know when I upload, even if it is really frequent. I also have a coffee. You can find me at coffee.com/darkanaut if you were so inclined to leave a tip, but please do not feel obligated. Uh, but yeah, until next time, come see me again, won't you? Goodbye.